It's good, guys. Hope you guys are having a great week. Today I'll be trying a new, something new for me, but very old. It's a vintage razor, and this is called the Gillette Tech. I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with it. Really thin head, really like it. Just wanted to give first a special shout out to HD Shaves. He has a YouTube channel. He kind of loaned this to me, giving me the option to buy if I do like it, which is really nice of him. Went above and beyond to do that, and he has a really cool channel. He goes in depth into a lot of vintage things, and he's pretty much my go-to guy whenever I ask him about vintages, which I've only asked about recently, but because I do not know much about them. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is nickel-plated brass. So it is brass. This is a hollow handle, so it's pretty light. It's pretty nice, and it's got a thin head, and it seems to have been an inspiration for many modern razors. Yeah, as you can see, it's got 4 corner posts. It kind of reminds me of the WR2, which obviously came later, and then this shape of the head, it's almost identical to the Feather ASD2, which also has the 4 corner posts. Same thing with the base plate shape. So it seems like a lot of manufacturers have taken inspiration from this design, which is cool. So I've heard it's really smooth shaver. We'll give it a shot. We got a fresh Gillette Silver Blue, which is essentially my go-to blade in this razor. So looking forward to giving that a shot. I know a lot of people have experience with this, and I haven't. This is actually it says made in England here, because this is the English version of the flat bottom Gillette Tech. I don't know if you guys could see that. It'll say it like right here. It's hard to see, but it does say that. So yeah, it assembles like any 3-piece razor would. A little bit of overhang, but not too bad. It looks like it has, decent either neutral or negative exposure, going by the look, maybe negative. But looks like it will be a nice smooth shaver. We'll see. For the brush of choice, we're going with my Wald shaving J2 in the vintage red colorway Nimbus, and soap. This is one of my favorites in my den currently. This is Manna di Sicilia. This is by Saponificio Varesino. They actually just re-released this in their new tins. I was able to get an old one, but it's the same thing, just different tin. And this is fantastic soap. CDB, if you're watching this, the tins are great. I love the tins. Adds like a nice classiness to it, in my opinion. I like it. Yeah, it's a little beat up, but that kind of adds to the novelty, right? And the scent is just fantastic. So yeah, let's get into it, and we'll see how this razor goes, and we'll go from there. I already loaded the brush to save some time here. What is this, beta 4.3? Yeah, fantastic soap. I'll never get sick of SV, and this scent is just great. It's like a 7 out of 10 at scent strength too. Some of them are weaker, like the Dolomiti and the Cosmo. They're about like a 4 or 5 for me. But some of them, like Opuntia, this one, Desert Vetiver, they're like 6s or 7s. The Kubib. I don't think I've really had like a SV scent where I was just like, that scent is gross or whatever. Like, they're all pretty nice. So no complaints. And they are pricey. I think they're $40, but give or take. But they're they last a long time because they're triple mill, if I'm not mistaken. The soaps are very hard, basically, and they're 4.5 ounces, so should last quite a while. So I try not to measure value based on the size of that soap. Oops, low battery warning. Here we go. But yeah, the scent is great. Scent notes on this are, actually, I'll get into the scent notes in the second pass, just so I don't take up too much time. I want to get this lather done. But yeah, excited to try Gillette Tech. He also sent me a red tip, Gillette red tip, I think it's called. It's a twist to open. If you guys don't already know, I know nothing about these vintages. So if I say anything wrong in the video, feel free to correct me. I have no idea what the year this was made, this Gillette tag or anything like that. If it's a pre-war or post-war, I don't know how that works. I know there's like many different, I guess, alterations of the same design with that razor. Like I know there's a German version I've heard, an American version, but I really don't know much, so I'll kind of leave that to the pros. I'm just slowly adding water here. Fantastic knot in the J2. Really loving it. It's broken in very nicely. The flow through is excellent. Cloud soft tips. Really no complaints at all on this particular brush. And I feel like I can kind of whip it around my face. The Nimbus, just super comfortable. Continuing to add water here. Yeah, but it's a very bright, citrusy, orange, bergamot-y, it's not a word, bergamot forward scent. With some spice to it, I guess. Not spice, some like sage going on. Sage, that's what I pick up, not spice. Cool. Almost there. Just constantly painting in more water at this point. Trying to get that sheen going. Excellent. Should be enough. Awesome. Yeah, so we got plenty of lather in the brush here. All right, see how it goes. We only got like a day's growth, but should go well. Skin stretching, have it. Yeah, just clamp down. Immediately, it feels very smooth. Dialing the angle was like no brainer so far. Like I can hear it cutting. I thought with that protruding base plate might be an issue, but so far so good. Another thing that concerned me about this razor was, I mean, incorrectly, evidently, but was that the Feather ASD2 was a similar head design to it, being that it was based on it. And that razor just did not work for me. The Feather ASD2, it was too mild. I bought it twice, and literally sold it twice. It just did not work, man. I wanted it to work. There was so many glowing reviews. People were like, it's smooth. I get BBS shaves daily. I bought it a little bit earlier on, but man, I tried Kai blades, feather blades. The exposure, in my opinion, was just way too negative. Like, you needed to really ride that cap. You needed to really ride that cap to get it to start even cutting. And like the angle had to be perfect. Yeah, like for those that love that razor, I envy you because I just couldn't get a good shave. I was getting irritating shaves because I just had to overshave a ton. But so far, this razor on this pass is a different story. And I guess it goes to show I never really gave vintages a fair shake. But so far, so good. I've only tried, this is actually the first vintage DE razor that I've tried. I've tried the Schick injectors. I forgot which one. I wasn't crazy about it, but the blade might have been a dud. I didn't really give that a fair shake either, but I'm kind of more into DEs for some reason. I just am. Blades are more easily accessible, more variety. But yeah, anyways, this so far seems to be doing really well. Yeah, so the scent notes on the soap are orange, bergamot, sage. The middle notes are rosa, cloves, and hydrangeas. I don't know what that word even is. Yeah, that's what it says. on their website. And the base notes are cedarwood and patchouli. I don't really get any patchouli from it, at least not a ton. I get mostly the top notes, honestly. You get that clary sage going, and you get that orangey bergamot, and you get like a floral. You kind of get like a light, bright floral note going on. I'm never really good at describing SV scents. They're just kind of complex for soap. But when they're winners, they're definitely keepers, in my opinion. Yeah, like I said, finding the angle is super easy. You get a tiny bit of blade feel. It's like enough where you definitely know it's there, but it's on the milder side. Overall, very comfortable, very easy to find the angle. Nice, yeah, so that's the second pass. Yeah, I don't know. I might keep this razor. I like it. It's really nice. It's really comfortable. It seems like it'd be a good daily driver. I tend to like mid-aggressive razors, but I'm kind of slave to variety. I like a lot of different things, assuming they work for me. So if I like a lot of aggressive razors, and I like some mild ones. I kind of, for the most part, my favorite is kind of like the middle ground, where it's, you know, kind of just slightly aggressive, but not overly so. So I don't mind a mild shaving experience, as long as, you know, I don't have to do like 5 passes to remove the hair or whatever. Yeah, this is very smooth. I'm getting like barely any blade chatter against the grain. Great sign. It's just a smooth shaver. It's crazy. It's just funny because we got like so many new razors that come out nowadays, and they kind of try to innovate or, you know, use new materials and different head geometries and exposures, and it's like this one's super old and it really does get the job done. I do prefer modern razors first and foremost, so it's kind of like a wake up call that this is also great too, you know. And a lot of these vintages can be had at a, you know, affordable price, depending on, I guess, how common or rare it is. I'm not sure what determines the price, to be honest. Able to go against the grain here. Oh, very nice. Like I said, it only had a day's growth, but residual is solid on that. Just want to clean up a bit. All right, we're BBS. When you rinse off and then put it into the post shave. Post shave is pretty solid too on the soap for a vegetal soap. I'm telling you, man, this is the king of the Euro soaps. Like, if you're into MDC and you're into, what's the other one? I'm blanking out. They make Panacrema Nuevia. If you're into those, I mean, good for you. I like those too because I have both of them. But this is the king of the Euros in my opinion. I haven't tried all the Euros. I'm just being annoying. Yeah, very solid, very smooth shave, no irritation whatsoever. We're gonna go into the matching splash here. Yeah, it's a little dented, but like I said, I don't mind. I like these cool looking tins. And my only problem with this is a lot tends to come out sometimes. Oh, yeah, like that's a lot. And it does have alcohol in it. Yeah, you get some burning. The splash comes off almost cologne-y. It's kind of like a serum-based splash. It's like a little bit thicker than your typical splash, but it's not a serum either. It's just kind of like in between. Definitely a clean, woody note in that splash. I didn't really get the woodiness as much in the soap, but it's very pleasant. This to me is top 3. I like that. Desert Vetiver, Puntia. There's a lot of good ones, but right now this is top 3 Saponificio scent for me. So yeah, so another winner with Manna. And then we use the Wald J2, which seems to be performing very well for me. And then the star of the show, the Gillette Tech. Very thin head, very maneuverable, mild, but ironically pretty efficient. It's definitely efficient enough. I don't have to buff a crazy amount. And I bet if I got more comfortable with the angle, it would be an even better shaver with me. But yeah, this is like a cruise control razor. It's not as mild as like a Mercor 34C, but it's just tiny bit more for me. And like to me, this is like a perfect balance. So yeah, if you're a beginner and you're looking for an inexpensive, cheap razor, and you can get one for cheap, that is, then I'd probably look into the Gillette Tech. It's pretty cool. I don't know if they're all created equal, but this English one did a great job. All right, guys, that's it for the shave. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.